going fast today. I expect to see speeds excess of 30 miles an hour. With that in mind, any public, please stay behind the fences. Do not climb on the fences. Do not stick anything through the fences that you don't want to keep, because these boards don't have any brakes. And if you do see one coming towards you, step away from the fence and let the fence do the hard work.
I'm good to go.
This is known as the fastest track on the circuit as well. The Indy 500 of horseboarding. Top speeds we're expecting on this course. And I know a lot of the big teams are really looking forward to it. Boarders have had a long old season, lots of bruises, but they all want to roll up to this one, I can tell you.
Now there is a total of 40 points available for the National Championship this weekend. Currently, it is Chill Winston leading the charge. They're coming in now with a team of Dead Pigeons, currently sitting in, I see 5th place, 6th place here, 90 points. This is Charlie Buss and Aidan Beamish on the board. Charlie Buss on the horse. The horse is a Rangy Boom. And it is the team of Dead Pigeons making their way down the opening straight towards the speed trap. And at 27 miles an hour on the first turn here at Sandringham is a good start, I would say.
Wow, yeah, each team has three runs, ladies and gentlemen. There's a 3-run rotation. This is their first run, so usually it's quite steady. But Dead Pigeons here are already looking to put down a marker, put the pressure on the other teams as they come up to one of the main technical elements of the course, the 3-cone weave.
Yeah, it looks like they've done it nice and clean. I mean, you've got to be thinking the team strategy for the day. It's a very hot day. They probably don't want to do more runs than necessary. Most of these teams will want to get this job done in 2 runs, I would imagine. Yeah,
that's a really good point, Dan. That's a lot of teams will have different strategies, but this team look like they're going for it early as they hit the 90, split time.
And 48 seconds. Okay, keep talking.
Yeah.
Okay, so looks like had a bit of trouble there with the rope there getting stuck under the horse's tail, but Rangy Boom's calmed down enough to check it, and it's been released. So they'll have to check that mechanical sort of part on the rope. Each team has to maintain their equipment, and they'll probably maybe get a yellow card for that.
Yes.
Absolutely, because it didn't release.
Yeah, it sounds like it didn't release, and that's definitely a yellow card. So we'll have to see. Maybe change rope or just sort of have a look at it, see what the problem was.
I think there was an issue. It did go underneath the tail. The horse was flapping its tail around. It's very unusual that happens. It did go underneath the tail, but also it didn't release from the saddle. So Charlie had to stop the horse before being able to actually release the handle, which is the most dangerous thing you can do, really. So here we go. It's the team of Just Drag now. Just Drag are an advanced team. They're doing a slightly shorter course.
Well done, Charlie.
19 miles an hour into the speed trap, and it's Emily Gray on the horse, Sean on the board. And this horse, an ex-race horse, and has been in a development story this year for this team.
Yeah, I mean, you can see already that the pace is off compared with Dead Pigeon, but this is an advanced team, as Dan was saying, so they hit the 90-degree.
25 seconds on the split, so and they're doing the shorter course here.
They're obviously on a slightly different agenda, different journey even, and just building up the pace and gradually putting it on, and hopefully their last run out of 3, they can maybe put on a bit more speed once they've taught this pony sort of control and to get used to the course.
I mean, these guys raced last week, great through bred-back boots there. They raced last week in Alresford, and really allowing the horse to kind of get a wind behind him, 17 miles an hour. And you can see he's slightly opening the throttle now. But it's all about controlled speed, so the rider really wants to know, shortening the stride as she goes towards the finish line, that the horse is going to respond to the commands. And a round of applause for the team of Just Drag with an advanced time of 64.03, no touches to add.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a good first run for them, a nice steady run, but still with a bit of speed on, so they'll fancy that to squeeze a bit more speed on later on in the second rotation. And that's how to do it, really. That's the advisable strategy. But obviously not all teams do that. Some want to go out fast straight away, and some have a bit more energy in their tank.
Yeah, so here we go. It is the team of One Trick Pony, Rianne and Rianne. One on the horse and one on the board. Our only girl board rider here today. It's nice to see, obviously, as they make their way to... And again, this is another advanced team, 16 miles an hour into this first turn.
and making their way around the top end of the arena. If you are interested to get involved, do visit our website or our trade stand. Come and speak to some of the guys, and we'll tell you about the training events and ways in which you can also become a horseboarder. And to the split time at 29 seconds, only 4 seconds behind the team of Just Drag. That's pretty good.
Yeah, looking very steady so far, really smooth, and all a big pull there, but Rianne's got a big strong arm. I have seen this team race before, and she took some really big pulls and managed to sort of hold on. So hopefully a bit more of that today as the speeds crack on with Sandringham as they go across the diagonal.
Yeah, and this you can see Rianne pushing the pony on there as well through the 16 miles an hour. It's a great bit of work for this team, and it's great to see Rianne getting on so well with the board, looking pretty smooth and not overly challenged for the finish line. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for the team of One Trick Pony with a 71.45. And that puts them into second place. Now we have the team of All the Gear. Can I have the other screen? Sorry, Ray. So currently Just Drag are leading the advanced with a 64.03. One Trick Pony in second with a 71.45. And now we have the team of All the Gear. Oh my God, really?
No, that's serious.
Whoa! And release, and release, and release, and release, and release.
Oh dear, no. Okay, get them back in the
Yellow
All
card.
again, no idea they're having a bit of trouble
pits, please.
sort of setting up there. I'm not sure.
Okay,
if,
so what happened there is that the team One Trick Pony tried to exit out of the wrong gate and got in the way of the team All the Gear. So All the Gear then tried to reset themselves and unfortunately lost their border in the process. So I think that will definitely be a yellow card, but we'll leave that to the referees. On the side of One Trick Pony, I would imagine, because they were the ones that caused the potential dangerous situation.
Can we
I think the
make
sun's got to
sure
people's
that
heads.
One Trick Pony know how to get out of the arena, and that
Well,
everybody
it's certainly
needs
got to
eyes
this next
up.
team's kits, Dan, because this is TNT, and they have a new border. It's your brother, I believe.
Yeah, you believe?
Well,
There's Tom
apparently so.
Kilroy
It's very
on the
difficult to
board,
tell.
and it is Amy Richards on the horse. The horse is Indy. She's a little ex-showing pony, 14.3. But ladies and gentlemen, she is a firecracker. Now we are on to the elite. It's a full race. Tom hasn't boarded since last year when he won the national championship. And it is no speed recorded. It's such a shame. Must have been a little bit too wide. But you can see the board rider working hard. The pony really flying around the arena now and making their way. And this pony doesn't tend to have the stamina against the ex-race horses to do 3 big runs.
No, I mean, it's a little firecracker, this pony, and hopefully they can just pull together one really fast run. Doing the 3-cone weave is often their USP, so let's see how they do on this.
Yeah, you can see the sheepskin slipping down the rope there. That's not where it's meant to be. Making their right-hand turn now off the centre line. 39 seconds so far on the clock. Now making their way towards the 90-degree. We're up to 90-degree split time at 47 seconds. So this is similar to what the other team did it, Dead Pigeons, but a big bit of work there from the board rider. Masses of sand kicking up, working hard. He looks relatively comfortable, despite the fact not all 4 wheels are facing the same direction on that board. I noticed, I was looking at it earlier on. Over the diagonal now, looking for the speed trap once again. Do we get a speed? 21 miles an hour into that corner. Board ride again, a little bit sketchy on the heel side, but okay. For the finish line, ladies and gentlemen, let's have a round of applause. What a run for the team of Top and Tails with a time of 79.10 seconds, puts them into first place in the elite category, and they now hold the bonus point.
Back to All Gear.
So All the Gear has just dropped the border again. Release, release, release.
Okay, can we get back in the pits, please?
So All the Gear not having a good start.
Not having some real problems there, Dan. Did you see what happened there?
It looked like.
No, go for the Dead Pigeons, please.
He's checking his board, so maybe there's a problem with one of the
Maybe he's
trucks.
got a flat tire or something.
Flat tire, yeah.
that could be the issue. It's always a good idea to check your board before you
yeah,
race.
yeah.
Definitely a good idea to check your boards. Some of the boarders are more guilty of that than others, but it's a thing that some of the more experienced boarders do go on about.
Okay, so Chill Winston now, 3 times national champions, currently leading the championship. If I could have the other track, Reba.
Yeah, Dan, you just have to bear with me. Tom's put them in the wrong order, so I just didn't realise.
And it is now Chill Winston making their way towards the start line. Currently leading the championships with a 26 point. The chances are, ladies and gentlemen, this weekend they will be crowned the national UK champions, 28 miles an hour for the 4th time. And it's from Winston, the one-eyed ex-racehorse who lost his eye to cancer after winning his first championship over 4 years ago. But now is back here racing, and it does not slow him down. Great turn there from the whole team. They went round that corner as a single unit. Now going into the weave. There's a 1 second penalty from the pony on the centre cone, making a right-hand turn now and looking to quarter the arena towards the split time. Coming into the split time, you can have the elites. Into the split time at 44 seconds. I would say that's faster than at top and tail. So they're looking to take the lead and the bonus point as they go through the chicane now, ducking and diving, a great bit of work there. Throttle still opening up. As they go through the red back boots, the throttle comes even more. It's further a stretch from the pony. Now making the way onto the right-hand rein, into the speed trap at 21 miles an hour is the final turn. Ladies and gentlemen, call him home. He's going to be the 4 times national champion by the end of this weekend, if nothing goes too horrifically wrong. Through the finish line with a 75.36, they go into first place with a 2.74 second lead, and they take the bonus point because they got a touch. So it makes it 76.36 in the end, and it's a 2.74 lead. That touch, a little bit unfortunate on the weave.
Yeah, but also that run looked like a bit of a marker for me. I think they want to get this done early and sort of keep Winston happy because it's rather hot. And that was a really good run, even with the touch, I think.
Yeah, so this is now the team of Passing Wind, and going for it from the horse rider there into 23 miles an hour into this team. We've not seen this team race for a little while. Horse looks to be pulling a little bit. Direction seems a little bit wayward, so it looks like they've brought it down. It was a good solid touch, and making sure that they've got control here. Into the split time, 22 seconds. Horse rider's smiling, so that's always a good sign. I think it's either bravery or stupidity. You never know which is best for horseboarding. These guys are on the advanced class through red back boots, making their way across the diagonal over to Bruco corner. You can have the table. As they make their right hand turn in the speed trap, 15 miles an hour, and it looks like the horse is starting to come back to the saddle. And a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for the team of Passing Wind with a finishing time of 61.97, which puts them into first place with one touch, making it 62.97. Still puts them into first place ahead of Just Drag. Which I'm a little bit surprised, and that means they take the bonus point.
Well, that's a really good fight happening there, Dan. I think you can agree. Some of these teams,
it's not okay. Fine, it's no problem. It's just put it in fifth place for some
different
reason.
sections. Obviously, novice, advanced, and elite. So you're about to see another advanced team here. This is all the gear, no idea. They had a few troubles getting off at the moment.
Yeah,
still
a little bit.
bit.
Do you think the flies are upsetting the ponies? Do you think that's what it is? Because we've not seen these ponies be quite like this. The pony is reacting a little bit, but she seems to be riding it through 11 miles an hour. Or it could be the fact that the pony had 2 full starts and is a bit upset about those two full starts, because it seems to be running on a little bit nicer now. This team, and down and release.
Well, I've seen Nick
keep
take
going forward.
before,
That's
Dan.
it.
I mean,
that's 3 falls he's had, and he has it in the matter of about 10 minutes.
I think something's going on with his tyre or his board again.
Yeah.
It looks like he's having all sorts of troubles there, so it's not going well for that team. But ladies and gentlemen, still put your hands together for them. all to get an idea. You've got to come out here and give it a go, and that's what they're doing. And I'm
So-
sure they'll get it together later on.
Yeah, so a round of applause for them. But what we're hearing from the pits is that he had a flat tyre before. I don't know if they pumped it up,
Oh, that's
and then
Well,
they
you
went.
would hope so, Dan.
Yeah, well, you'd hope so, but then wonder if it went down again. Maybe if the puncture, if he's got a bad puncture as opposed
Yeah.
to anything else, and the air's run out before
Yeah.
he's got around the course. Here we go with the team of Send It siblings. They are second, or fighting for second place in the Advanced Championship, I believe. Now making, so it is brother and sister, and moving on, enjoying the ground. This would be good ground for this board rider. Not challenging, 23 miles an hour,
Oh.
and the first time Frenella really getting able to open up this pony, and just got to make sure she doesn't bury that board rider face first into the ground here at Sandringham as they make their way towards the 90-degree split time. And could this be the time that these guys, 22 seconds on the split, that's very good in the advanced class. This could be a bid for first place and to take a bonus point. Board rider still struggling a little bit with those toe turns. He's not quite getting them quite as nicely as he'd like. He keeps it, overpowers it a little bit. Horse has a little shy there to the left. That doesn't help. Horse rider pushing on, keeping the team going forward, making their way towards the speed trap. That's 15 miles an hour, going deep into that corner. I would have come a little bit wider, but now we start calling him home, ladies and gentlemen. Is he going to stay in for this final turn? She wants to let the pony go. The pony wants to go. It looks like a Pony Express. Through the finish line at 60 seconds dead. They go into first place. A round of applause for the team of Send It siblings, who go into first place with a 4.03 second. No, sorry. My program isn't working completely correctly, so my information slightly mixed up. They do go into first place, and they go into first place by 2.97 seconds to Passing Wind, who are currently in second place. Just Drag are in, and oh my word, it's Just Wing It making their way down the opening straight towards the speed trap, and it goes up at 30 miles an hour, ladies and gentlemen, as they run so close to it. And look at this ex-racehorse. It's one for Harry. He's got a chest like a barn door and a leg in each corner. He is an absolute beast of an animal, and we really enjoy. He joined us this year and has come along so well in the sport. Now she's got to bring the pony back. He's an ex-racehorse. He wants to run. She just let him run, but now he's got to get clever. Now the team's got to work it out to get through and together, and a big pull from the horse rider, but the board rider was ready. Now making the throttles back up again, and now the horse gets to do what it loves to do, stretching out across the arena, cutting back very fast indeed for my eyes, as they work towards the split time. On the elite, it's a time of 50 seconds, and the board rider, unbelievable bit of work there as it goes into the chicane. Masses of sand coming up from the. This is crazy fast straight away. They're going for the bonus point. Can the board rider stay with it? Yes, he can. It's flat out, ladies and gentlemen, across the diagonal, all the way towards the speed trap. Oh my word, 23 miles an hour and still accelerating. Call them home, because I don't even want to see this again. Let's have a big round of applause for the team of Just Wing It with a time of 80.72 seconds. And that was the scariest 80 seconds of my life, I've got to be honest, but probably that board rider felt a bit worse. Can I have the elite
Okay,
straight?
clear. First round down.
So that's the end of the first rotation. And oh no, Blues and Twos. Sorry, no, they're not at the end of the first rotation. It's Blues and Twos making their way into the arena. Now, if anybody can beat the Just Wing It time, so Just Wing It going to third place with that time, surprisingly.
Wow, I thought that was a number one race.
I know, yeah, me too. But Chill Winston still sit in the lead with a 76.36. Blue holding the bonus point. Can Blues and Twos, this horse which has set so many records over the last 12 months on virtually every track in the country, at 31 miles an hour, and the board rider gets low to the floor as the centrifugal force tries to throw him out, and they're still accelerating. This is the kind of track that this horse just absolutely loves. She's an ex-racehorse. She's a winning ex-racehorse. Came off the track 2 years ago, and Amy Richards spent a good year bringing her up to speed for the horseboarding. Oh, it's a touch! Oh my goodness, how two? Yeah, one touch. Very fast out of the weave, right-hand turn. Now looking to quarter the arena, heading towards this 90-degree split time, and the horse is absolutely motoring.
for the split time at 44 seconds just. Board rider just making it in for that gate. Exceptionally good. Loads of sand, loads of dust all over the place. It's like being at World Rally Championships right now. As the throttle opens up again across the diagonal, Horseboarding UK. Look out for that board. That board's in the arena. Now going for the speed trap at 23 miles an hour. Oh my word, these guys are so fast. Call them home, ladies and gentlemen. Call them home. Remember, the louder you cheer, the faster they go through the finish line with a time of 73.80. Means, with one touch, makes it 74.80, which means that Blues and Twos go into first place, and they take the bonus point. They are 1.56 seconds ahead of Chill Winston, who are 2.74 seconds ahead of Top and Tails, who have retired.
I think you saw the benefit there of that team going last there in the rotation. They could see what everybody else did and put on the course, and then they just added a little bit more spice to that. And what a run from that team. They'll be looking forward to the next rotation. This team coming in now, Dead Pigeon had a bit of trouble on their first run with their equipment, a bit of a malfunction.
We saw that the horse was whapping its tail around a little bit. Sometimes the horses do this, and unfortunately it did get underneath the horse's tail. It's a rare occasion. It's the only time it's happened this year, and I think they'll be using this run as a schooling run. Aiden will be keeping that rope away from the tail, 20 miles an hour, because sometimes they'll literally try and catch it for some bizarre reason, and then they'll get upset once it goes underneath the tail. So I think what they're doing this time is reminding the pony that actually, look, it's not just flat out. We're going to just take our time, do a schooling run.
Yeah, and a lot of the teams do it. They're sort of bringing through new horses, and Orangie Boom is a fairly new horse to this sport. This is the first season really she started to race, and she's looked very good so far. Lovely looking horse, 16-2, and Irish sports horse. Oh, they've all over the place for the weave, and I think they'll give up there and let go.
Yeah, I mean, the horse got a little bit confused going into the weave, putting a couple of single stride flying changes actually, which was quite nice to see. We're not doing the dressage today, and then unfortunately, but I was surprised they didn't use more of the run. Having missed the weave, wouldn't have mattered to carry on. But a round of applause for Dead Pigeons there, taking the time to kind of reassure the pony. Not to get upset, and to make sure the horse hadn't got nervous over the fact that it had the rope under its tail, because sometimes horses will take something like that and think it's a major issue.
Yeah, just run it through them again and go around the course at a steady speed, and they realise that it's not such a drama, and that's what that team needed to do, although it's still not quite working out for them, but they'll have one more race after this one.
Can I have the table, please, Rick? So this is the team of Just Drag, currently sitting in second place, 4.03 seconds behind Send It Siblings. Send It Siblings, who have been chasing this team all year. Now, the 24 miles an hour from Just Drag, and it looks like they've come out with a bit more intention and willing to let that horse run on a little bit. But remember, this horse is still in its first year as well. 21 seconds on the split, so probably a second up on Send It Siblings. Obviously, a lot more experienced board rider than the Send It Siblings team, and horse rider, really. But the horse, maybe not so much. The horse is has been learning all year, made great progress, but you've got to make sure you've got those brakes on. As they go through the Horseboarding UK, up to the Bruco corner, 19 miles an hour, 45 seconds on the split. 60 is the time to beat. 49, 10 seconds to make it home, and it looks like they're going to take the lead as they go towards the finish line with a time of 55.55. That's a great run from the team of Just Drag. They easily go into first place with a 4.45 second lead and lay the gauntlet firmly on the Send It Siblings table and say, your turn. A round of applause for Just Drag there. So that was a nice, easy run. Nothing too dramatic. It was quite brought my heart rate down a little bit. Actually, it was nice to see.
Yeah, those advanced teams racing really maturely, and sort of fighting each other there and pushing each other on by putting a good course rundown every time.
Yeah. So this is the team of One Trick Pony, currently sitting in fourth place. They're sitting in fourth place. Passing Wind is currently in third. We will get this rectified, this table, between the heats.
This is Rianne and Rianne, all-girl team, and making their way around the arena. And as we were saying, if you're interested to get involved, come see us at the trade stand. All these teams got involved. Oh, a little bit messy there, kind of. Oh, and release. Okay.
Dude got some air.
I think she might clip back of the horse there and sort of nosedived onto her front, so let's hope she's okay.
Yeah, so you see.
Can we call? Don't take it off her head. Can we call the?
So I didn't see the actual crash. Looks like we're waiting for the.
People.
Is that what?
Yeah.
Is that what they've asked for?
No.
Oh, then wait, they haven't asked for it yet. Wait.
Into the arena, please. Just by the con box, got to roll it down.
So referee's just checking with the boarder to see how she is. That was a pretty heavy knock. I didn't quite see. They kind of got a bit out of mess because the horse looked as though it was going to go the left side of the cones, but then all of a sudden came back to the right. It looked as though maybe the board touched the back of the horse, which is a yellow card offence. We're just seeing. We're just waiting for the update from the referee now. So the guys coming in, our on-site medical team, and who gives special attention to us, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see with what we're doing.
Did you touch the horse's foot by any chance? I didn't, but Dan said
It looks like from my angle, it does look like she's in a little bit of discomfort there. But so a round of applause for the team of One Trick Pony.
Yeah, like a big spill there, but she looks okay. I've seen her
Yeah,
have some big crashes before
Oh.
and always got up and done it again. So hopefully she can go back into rotation and maybe just have a bit of a rest for this one.
And we're just being told
good
that
to go.
obviously a medical red card has been given to the boarder, which means you need to go be checked out, as she is being, and they need to give her a full bill of health before she's allowed to race again, a head test and all those sorts of things. Now we have the team, and we had to start giving medical reds, ladies and gentlemen, because the board riders will tell you that there's nothing wrong with them, even if they've got bits hanging off. But here we go. It is a team of Chill Winston making their way into the arena. Have we got music?
Yeah.
And for the speed trap at 27 miles an hour. Look, everything looks pretty calm at the moment around this speed trap. I'm happy to see the race. The people are focusing about the racing as they make their way around. And the board rider there is wearing our 360 telemetry camera, and it's amazing the information. You can follow us on TikTok and the other social medias, YouTube. Big bit of work there. Horse got a little bit funny on that middle cone. Once again, he's almost diving a little bit too soon. Charlie said he's been a little bit cocky the way that she described him on the weave, because he's just not taking enough care about it. Making their way towards the 90-degree split time of 44 seconds. Chill Winston. Can I have the Chill Winston time table? The Chill Winston are currently in second place, 1.56 seconds behind Blues and Twos. So it's not just about the championship, it's also about the heat. Remember, there's £1,000 prize fund up for grabs this weekend. So it's all about getting as many points as possible. 23 miles an hour as they make their way around the far end of the arena. And for the finish line, let's have a round of applause for the team of Chill Winston. With a time of 74.18 means, with one touch, makes it 75.18.
Second place.
Which means they are in second place, ladies and gentlemen. They stay in second place, but the difference between first and second place is 0.38 of a second. Blues and Twos are in the lead by 0.38. Blues and Twos currently hold the bonus point. Are they going to stick on that? I don't think so. So here we go. It is the team of Passing Wind. The table, sorry. Passing Wind currently in third place. I'm making out third place with a time of 62.97. 20 miles an hour from this team, and we've not seen this team race for a couple of years. The horse was in foal, I believe.
No, Luke, the boarder, is actually an elite boarder for Spare Parts, who aren't here today. So it's a new combination with all three, but it's sort of a novice advanced rider and a horse, and they've been progressing sort of with a different boarder, and with Luke already putting on a lot more pace down as they hit the chicane.
Yeah, very much so. And it doesn't seem to be challenging Luke too much. And of course, this is the first time Luke has raced here since his 2021 accident, in which he broke his shoulder quite badly, couldn't put him out for a year from the sport. Going into the speed trap at 17 miles an hour, and it's a great run, ladies and gentlemen. I think this might be a bid for first place in the advanced. Let's bring him home, call him home with this Welsh cob, I'm assuming, for the finish line with a time of 60.31 seconds. It is getting tight in the advanced class, because with a 60.31 seconds, they stay in third place. They are only 0.31 of a second behind Send It siblings, who are in second, and 4.76 seconds behind first place, which is Just Drag. Send It siblings coming back into the arena. When you weigh these two teams up against each other, Just Drag, who have the bigger horse, an ex-race horse, they are also adults. You have now brother and sister team. The board rider's only 19 and previously hadn't boarded before he got towed behind a horse. The horse rider definitely has skills, and the horse is very, very responsive. They are currently in second place, and it looks like they are withdrawing. So a round of applause for them. So what they're doing there is they're not allowed to retire from the racing throughout a certain heat, but they are allowed to start a race and not finish it, which is what they've just done. So that means to me they're resting for the last run.
Yeah, exactly, Dan. Each team has different strategies, and that's a really good one from this team. Send It siblings there in their lovely new kit. I think that's a really good save the energy, go for one big last one. They've already done a fast one, they put down a really good time. They're pushing the other teams, and they're looking really good. I can't wait to see what they're going to pull out in the third rotation.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, now we have the team of Just Wing It. Just Wing It is one of the teams that will be going to Prague in November, and they do need to consider that when they're running this horse here this weekend, as they have been building their way towards the start line. It's a lot nicer start, and they are withdrawing. Ooh. Okay, so there's a bit of gameplay going on here, ladies and gentlemen. 24 miles an hour from the team. Just Wing It are in fourth place. They're nearly 6 seconds behind first place. Would you be giving up a run, or is that just purely the idea is, look, it's so hot, let's just actually miss that middle run and do the last run instead? Do you think that's what they've decided to do, as opposed to withdraw from the third run?
Yeah, exactly. I think that's what they've decided to do. Everybody else sort of wants to race differently. I would personally try and put the pressure down by putting a time down, but if they're thinking about the heat, that's fair enough. They know their horse better than anybody, so I can see why they'd be doing that. It's a hot, big course. Save it for the last one.
Yeah, and also, now Blues and Twos are in an interesting position because they do have the bonus point. They have 11 points. They need all the points they can get. No, if anybody beats their time that they got with the bonus point, then they lose the bonus point, and that includes them. And they have also just retired from this race. So all these teams, what is going on here, ladies and gentlemen, is a little bit of a game of chess, part with each other, part a little bit of strategy with each other, and part with taking into account the heat. So, and with what Blues and Twos, they need all the points. They've got 11 points. They are basically leaving it to the other teams to try and take that bonus point off them. And the way that they do that is by beating the 74.8 second run.
Final round.
Now, Chill Winston are only 0.38 of a second behind. So that's a bit of a gamble, isn't it? You kind of open the door, said, can Chill Winston go 0.38 of a second faster, or just do a clean run? And then, and I would say yes, probably.
Yeah, to gamble against Chill Winston, they're sort of 3 times champions already and leading it. It's a tricky one.
Yeah, so Dead Pigeons are making their way in now. Currently, I've got no time on the board because they've been having a struggle. They had 23 miles an hour into the first turn, so they got the rope under the tail on the first attempt, and then the second attempt the weave went all wrong,
and they kind of withdrew from that moment. So they kind of need a time down, but again, I think with this horse, it has been a development year for this horse, so they're not worried. It's not about the championship, it's not even really about scoring loads of points. It's making sure that the horse is right and making sure the horse understands, and this is something that we have, all the top teams have to go back and do over and over again. It's a great weave, it's clean, it's a bit messy, 1 or 2 extra strides in there. The horse, again, not totally sure about it, but this is what they've got to do. Now you can see that horse trying to get the tail up to the rope, and Aidan doing a good job getting keeping the rope away from it. I mean, I don't think it's necessarily annoying, but you know, I don't know.
Well, I think Morangi going across the diagonal, they're having some sort of slight issues with flying changes, and maybe that's where the rope gets stuck under the tail. But Aidan being aware of that and lifting it above there, still sort of a bit too aware of it. Maybe they'll have to do something like put those sheaths on the rope to make sure that it's a bit more comfortable.
Yeah, a bit of sheepskin or something. Maybe that would just make a bit nicer contact. But the horse definitely, not irritated. But I've seen horses sometimes. Rohan, my old horse, used to do that, and he was like from time to time he'd just have a day where he was like determined to get the rope under his tail, probably because he could stop running. But we're going for the finish line. A round of applause for the schooling run from Dead Pigeons, realising that the time needed to be spent with the pony, because you're not going to get any fast runs if you can't complete a run.
No, you do need to complete it, and you need to complete it with your boarder. That's the name of the game. And I mean that pairing and with on Chill Winston have been rocking it all season, so they'll still be happy.
So Send It siblings coming back out. They retired, didn't they? So the road we zipped through the second rotation really quickly. Can I have to the table, please, Ree? So are we into the third rotation?
Yeah.
We've seen a bunch of retirements. One Trick Pony with all the gear and Passing Wind and Just Drag have all retired. This is the last rotation, so it's all on the shoulders of this brother and sister team. What are they going to do here at 24 miles an hour? The board rider sitting nicely, but he's got to be so careful. He's out and release. And ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for the bravery of that team. Who I really like the way he spun out. That was quite a cool crash.
Lovely, fun crash for Josh there. Well controlled, and that's our youngest team, ladies and gentlemen. So put your hands together for them. Send It siblings. They've really brought it this morning.
Yeah, 24. I wonder how hard his tyres are. Whether he's got his tyres too high pressure or something.
Maybe the wrong sort of tyre, Dan.
Sorry?
Maybe the wrong sort of tyre.
Maybe the wrong sort of tyre if he's not got mud pluggers on. Do you know what I mean?
Actually, yeah, I mean, on a serious note, it's sort of a bit sandy underneath this grass here, so a lot of the boarders will have a slightly less pumped up tyres, and you don't want a hard tyre as you go around here. And maybe Josh can have a look at taking some air out, and that'll give him a bit more grip.
Yeah, it certainly looked like he just lost the grip. It was great. I'd watch that over and over again. I will watch it over and over again.
He did it well.
He just slid out of the track. No, lovely to see. So we're back to the elites at the table. Okay, here we go. It is the team of Just Wing It. Currently, they retired from the second run. They're sitting in fourth place. Nearly 6 seconds behind the leaders. Their throttle is open right up before they even got near the start line for the speed trap at 32 miles an hour. Not quite tripping the light fantastic as they go around that corner. Look at that board rider. Look at that. Ladies and gentlemen, nobody has been closer to the edge than what that man just was around that corner. Nobody's relied on a set of tyres more, because if those tyres had given out, he would have been in the fence quicker than, I don't know, rat up a drain pipe. Through the finish line, through the weave, and they are away. Now looking for this right-hand turn, and again the board rider sitting deep into those tyres. All the work, all the pressure, the throttle really opening up. These guys mean business. They may not have got, they've got 32 on the opening straight now for the split time at 44 seconds. There's a 1 second penalty to add. Now they go into the chicane. Board rider down deep. Horse throwing sand back at the board rider as he makes his turn. It looks like his board's on fire as they come across the diagonal now. Horseboarding UK, this pony loving this. Look at the way it runs into the 23 miles an hour. The bravery. This isn't bravery. This is insanity. As they make their way around the finish line, are they going to take first place?
It's at 75-48. Let's have a round of applause for the team of Just Wing It.
Roger that.
Makes it 76-48. And after all that, ladies and gentlemen, they go into third place. Oh my gosh.
I can't believe it.
They are 1.3 seconds behind second place, which is Chill Winston, and 1.68 seconds behind Blues and Twos, who are in first. So there's less than 2 seconds between the top 3 teams. There is, in fact, 1.68 seconds between the top 3 teams, and that racing was scary to watch.
Very scary, amazing racing, and now we have Chill Winston, who are in second place, looking to take Blues and Twos first place from them.
And
they've
the
already won
bonus
the
point.
championship, Dan, haven't they?
Pretty much, and the bonus point. So there's 0.38 of a second is what they're looking for, ladies and gentlemen. 0.38 of a second. 27 miles an hour. Now we see often not quite the same high speeds of this team, but they do run a different line and they do focus on the race itself. So and they maintain the telemetry that comes back off this team is that they maintain a higher speed all the way around, rather and without actually going anything too crazy. Now going for the 3-cone weave. Big bit of work there from the team, and this is why we call it the Indy 500. The guys are just racing flat out. It's going to end up being quartering the arena now and looking for the split time once again.
Aiden looking super silky on the board there, so smooth this team, split time.
44 seconds, and the board rider calls out for more as they go into the chicane now. Sand coming off the board on that hill as they make their way through, and it's all looking very well. Ladies and gentlemen, call them home. They want to take first place, and if they do, we get to see another run as they go for this speed trap at 22 miles an hour. 74.8 is the time to beat. 74.8. We're on 70 so far. It looks like it's going to be very close. 73, 74.87. Ladies and gentlemen, they stay in second place by 0.3 of a second. 0.03 of a second. No, sorry. I'll start again. Chill Winston stay in second place by 0.07 of a second. 7/100ths of a second. They stay in second place, which means the Blues and Twos have taken this race on their first run and they've got the bonus point. So, ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Blues and Twos making their way into the arena now. And I imagine that it's not just about this. Now they've got an open run at the speed trap. I imagine that's what they're going to do. They've won the heat, but there is this horseboarding international world record that everybody is trying to beat and set, and they're going for it, ladies and gentlemen. Has this pony got it in it? Will the brother read off at 31 miles an hour again? I think the speed trap is running a little bit low. That's what I would imagine, because that looked very fast to me. And I think when we get the telemetry back off these races, we'll find that actually it will be a little bit higher. So, and it looks like they are doing the run. They're coming around for the 3-coned weave. Horse one side, a board rider the other side. Big bit of work from the Ryan there on that weave. Something we saw him doing last week and got him into a bit of trouble.
Yeah, they're taking off the pace right now though, and there's a touch there as well from Amy, and I think they're pulling now. They've already done their work. You saw that last run, ladies and gentlemen. They pulled out for this one,
first.
And that's what it took to take this morning's run. Well done, guys.
So
Round for the carousel, please.
so as we have the carousel, I have the advanced teams.
You said the elite first.
No, advanced first. Sorry. Okay, I meant to say advanced. So going for the advanced table. In 5th place was All the Gear, No Idea. In 4th place is One Trick Pony. In 3rd place is Passing Wind. 2nd place, Send It Siblings. Great effort from them. And in 1st place, Just Drag for the advanced. And in the elite is Dead Pigeons in 5th, Top and Tails in 4th, Just Wing It in 3rd, Chill Winston in 2nd, and Blues and Twos in 1st with a bonus point, having got the fastest time of the heat in the first race. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as all the teams come around, obviously it's been a very hot day here. We will be back later on at 4:15
But for now, let's have a big round of applause for all the teams of Horseboarding UK.